Are we back? I think we're back. Okay, looks like we're good. We're back, I think. Did just everything die? I don't know. Well, anyways, here we are. Let's go fight the boss. Storming Leon. It wants to devour us too. Okay. Time to stop talking and watch the boss fight.
No mercy. Breathe deep of your death.
Away with you!
Also running back and forth there, I want to stand next to it. Oh, this actually shows that it's gonna like hit everyone next one, huh? It's actually nice to see. Creeping Decay. What do we do for Creeping Decay?
Me, my minion.
I'm standing here. Power needed. Kill these guys before her power gets too high, I expect. Killing time.
Stubborn mortal.
Away with you!
Come, feel your love.
Stand right here.
Out of my way!
No mercy.
Oh, I see. You want to be standing or to knock you back into a wall.
Beaten by you. I am of the first brood.
Just to give you a little bit of time to react to that. First Echo. easy. Except for the whole internet dying in the middle there. That was not easy. Scarmaleone, Arbiter of Earth, first chair of the Circle of Ouroboros. Whatever they said there. Treasure! Cloak of Casting. How does that work? Ooh. That's cool, I like that. Is there anything to say? No? Okay. Movie time! Let's learn some more about the area here.
This Scarmaleone, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent.
It's a dog-eat-dog world
Like
out
men,
here.
perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
We killed Scarmaleone. Do they fight for us now? Do they serve us?
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
They do. That's how they serve us now.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can.
Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us.
Sage advice. Let's just be careful and learn what we can along the way. Ooh, such good advice. Really? So you're gonna call out to his sister?
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Buried memory. Ooh, title card. They haven't done that for the other patches, have they? Is this the first time they've done like a title card for a patch like that? I don't know. It really feels like it. Anyways. This castle should serve as the base of operations for now. Let's see what there's going here. Nice, so we just have like a full-on castle. Good for us. You will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troy Castle, you may return here via Weaver's Warding. There are no Aetherites for a while. I mean, it is the Void, so... Shadow Remnants. The Warden Seal exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. Oh. But whither now? I would sense as Diet were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know that you have come? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is born upon Aether. 'Tis liable to draw more void sent to us. I see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Yeah, we were just saying that. Very well. Let us hope a few of them are capable of speech. The jesters will, laugh. Let us all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. Yep. Like my battle gear to explore the void. This is summer swimwear. That's how powerful I am. I don't even care to get dressed up. My latent power is so immense that I can just wear whatever I want. Just the most casual of casual clothing. Stinian. This one does not put stairs. See, they're not attacking us anymore. So they're aimless. Grrr. 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 It snarls and glares at you. It is unlikely that you'll learn anything from it. So, some seem willing enough to converse. Whether they have the ability to do so is another matter. What enticing aether you have. Give me some. Give me some. Ah, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, I'll find someone else to eat. While able to communicate, this one seems to think only of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. Stola, forlorn, fearful. Like the prevailing tongue in Norvrant, the language of this world bears a resemblance to our own. It may be assumed that they share a common ancestor. Well, yeah, because we're all from Aetheris. We all have the same ancient language. Forlorn. Wavy wavy. The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime, to bask in her gaze is bliss. But now she's gone, never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? What am I to do now? The creature murmurs endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. How about you, Mr. Fearful? You look cool. I serve. I obey. Please don't eat me. I don't want to eat you. A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know about anything. But the one we caught recently, they seemed to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. They might have been eaten already. Learned all you can from this void scent. If you look in the dungeon, you may be able to find the clever one it mentioned. Come here, clever one! Who's the clever one? I don't know, I guess we're about to find out. I'm trying to think if I can guess who it is, but I don't know, it could be anyone, really. The sister dragon in human form, maybe? I don't know. I saw some spoilers of maybe their name, I don't know, but I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience is much the same. Lower run void sent tend to have lower intelligence, it would seem. A pity. Scarmillion is dead. He was talkative at least. What of you? They have a clever one in the dungeon. A clever void sent in the dungeon. That should be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this void sent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. To the dungeon! I like how this is just going through the dungeon's map. Because, like, that's that Explorer mode that they introduced, and I've never used. But it was like... But it's like this, where you can just, like, walk through the dungeon. So... It's kind of fun to kind of put that in the story. Oh, hi! I can't survive without someone to give me Aether, but where, oh where will I find a new master? So you're getting Void Scent lore! They need Aether to survive. They're just hungry. Aw, it's a doggy. In the doggy room where we killed all the doggies. Prey we caught her weakened in the dungeon before served up to the mistress. Tenderizing, she called it. And that's the way she used to like it. Come on, guard dog. Does the dog talk? Woof! Urgh. Message to Cursary 4. What? Though there's only the one dungeon here. We call it the fourth, the Mistress's orders. But the Mistress is gone, and her orders with her. Rats can infest this castle for all I care. Look, it's biblically accurate angel. No one comes and goes from this dungeon without permission. For you, though, I'll make an exception. Go on, go. See, they're just like people. I mean, they're monsters, but they're like intelligent monsters. Food for the mistress's consumption is kept in these cells. With the mistress devoured, we're free to help ourselves. But the clever one is strong. Another warden went in to devour the clever one, but he hasn't come back out. Yeah, I remember kind of looking at the cell as we walked by and being like, huh. I miss like the feel of this. Staring at it. Oh, it's Xenos! That's who it is. That's the clever one. It's Xenos. See, we recognize him, don't we? Friend.
You are the friend.
You are the friend? The voice about to Xenos. Didn't you fade away when Xenos fell?
Xenos? The disgraced prince you yourself laid low?
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald. When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
I am. Although I'm also a Reaper, so I also have my own void scent bound to me, which is kind of confusing. Is this like my new story canonical bound Reaper friend? I don't know. Crystal of Light.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
So who is this mysterious void sent person? Who are they a reflection of or a copy of as we turn them back out of void sent into regular person? Who are they going to become? Ooh, a Reaper. Oh, is she cute? Is it a she? Is it a he?
But how?
It looks like it's
The
a
light
she.
just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
She is cute. Guys, cute
What
character
do you
alert.
mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't.
Oh, Agostini. Good guy Agostini. Appearances don't matter.
Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Ooh. Asking the hard questions, huh? Not to you, at least strictly speaking, I'm Lyra Ascario. Oh, so you can't say yes. We can't say yes, he was our friend.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
We can be friends. We need a friend in the void to help explain void stuff to us. That's our whole, like, soul, like, our soul's purpose is to be friends with everyone. Ooh, someone was scrying on us. Ooh, someone was watching. just not expect the unexpected. I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She seems different from other void sent, at least those we've met, and the change we witnessed, I suspect, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and her world. I'll have to pick a meal. Turkey, Pikachu, I love beef stroganoff. I'm picking that. You just add to the unending codex. Can we take her back with us? Where everything begins. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon about your chance. What's it you're after? Looking for a void sent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? And what do you want for it? I beg your pardon? Void sent do not give unless you stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Void sent crave one thing alone, Aether. In return for information, I offer you mine. It's not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. You can't just keep giving away you use up so much just to see. You can't just keep giving people Aether. Like, you're not some infinite Aether battery. You can't keep doing that. Very well, I'll tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a part. You sure you can't just give... Is this where Y'shtola dies again? If we're to talk about the void, let's do so outside. Come with me. Y'shtola just... no regards for her own life. I guess her thirst for knowledge is too big. She would give up anything to learn more. I mean, that's very in character for her. Do you guys have anything new to say? Okay, not really. Oh, we can mount up in here. Can we fly? No, we can't fly. We can't mount, so this you can go a little quickly. Talk more. I like you.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, void sent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin eaters, darkness begat void sent.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void sent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void sent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me Voidsent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Then call me what you will. I care not.
You know what your stroller decide?
How about Zero?
Zero, yeah, see that's the name that I heard. So
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. Zero, then.
oh, but she kinda does care. She's very tsundere, huh? I think it's a nice name.
A name is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ashdaya is her name.
She's
She is
watching.
my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Watching.
Did you say something?
No?
No.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of Voidsent, perhaps.
This is a very good story. I'm excited. Zero. Curious notion in a world where all has come to an end. Can we bring, like, does Uni Kailu know her? Like, can we, like, we know some people from this world. Can we bring them together and be like, hey, you guys know each other? Because, you're from the same world. Uni Kailu and, oh, the other chick from the first. She's from here too. I must say we are rather exposed here. Thus we should continue the conversation within the castle. The room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. I shall have it as soon as we've arrived. And she's greedy. Why don't we feel we're like uber ether rich? We got like 3 or 4 souls of people inside of us, like untapped aether potential. Like, why don't we? Why is Y'shtola doing it? She's already so low. Ugh. Whatever. Oh, it's like a weird reflection mirror type thing. It's cool. And you walk back through the castle again. It is cool. I like the music. It feels very like Beauty and the Beast, like from Kingdom Hearts. The architecture and the music is very Beauty and the Beasty. which is cool. I like it. Oh, we started a duty, huh? Duty time! Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Required to participate in battle. Progress will be lost. Proceed. Come on, internet, don't die. I want several cutscenes will be played in sequence. And an instance battle too, but...
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
You're still playing a cunning trick on her?
We struck it down, watched it die.
Something, things never truly die in the void.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
You only die by being consumed.
Death doesn't exist. Of course. In the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Reminiscent of that creature's. My mouth waters at the memory.
Should get eaten?
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
The chest thumping.
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
There's Zero here to consume their souls so that they don't come back. She wants nothing to do with this fight, huh?
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast.
Fight time!
Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
sensed. Here, let's go.
Every soul in this domain serves me now. Come, feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers his call. We'd do well to break up this peace quickly.
Look at this solo duty seems to be much easier than an actual dungeon run.
These guests on their way.
Everyone's so much stronger now. Now that we're in story mode.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of
I don't think I want to stand there. It means to resurrect them again. Troublesome foe.
He hastens their regeneration.
You cannot defeat that which cannot die.
Don't come stand on me. Holy crap.
This boy's ill.
Round 3. Let's go, baby.
Our foe has too great an advantage. We need to drag him out of this damnable pit. Quickly, stand together!
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
Aw, retreat. I can keep doing this all day.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
You tell me, Stola.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
You could consume their aether.
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
Just can't argue. It's like, yeah, she's right.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing.
We brought you back.
Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
Ooh. Music time. Trap them into crystals, huh?
They've been crystallized.
That's quite the trick.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Zero's so
Come, my
cool.
friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
Boss fight time part 2. Part 2.
However, a debt is a debt.
Heard of death is a death.
I will repay it here and now.
She can turn voices into crystals.
So that'd be real awkward if I was a Reaper.
Before my food strength.
Attend to the minions first. Be gone!
Oh, she got him. Got the team of our Sean.
This will hurt.
Will hurt. He's trapped Zero. Zero. We must help her. That's where she wants that friends are because we saved her. And she's like, I owe you. And we're like, no you don't. This is what friends do.
Another debt to repay.
Another debt. No, Zero, this is just what friends do.
I must deal with you. I'll kill you all myself.
Finally getting serious now. Very well. Let us return the favor.
getting low on mana. I think I've seen this one before.
This magic! We must stop him now!
Everyone, to me! Give it everything you've got!
Everything you've got. Someone's got, what is this, like dragon scale magic? Warding scale. Yeah. Come on, we're almost there. Bingo! Got him.
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Nope, Zero's gonna eat you.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this? To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
I guess his crystal is the same size as all the others. Echo time! Lord Golbez?
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you four hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the crew's gift?
In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Did Golbez kill Azdaia?
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
Is that Y'shtola's voice actor?
Very well. Behold.
He's the one who killed Azdaia. Yep, see, there she is.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
So maybe she's not dead. So your dragon eyes are full of aether. So Azdaya's probably got mountains and mountains of aether in her.
Are you all right?
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Is finally gonna get her aether? Stoa finally gonna play her little trick on her?
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
I saw it happen to Azdaya. And Lord
A dragon
Opez.
resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
Maybe his crystal is bigger, I don't know. Oh, they're not going to talk about it in voice. They're going to have to read a bunch of words, huh? Just sure can answer a few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Nothing like the aether of a living mortal. I haven't felt so satisfied since my return. Yeah, can we bring her back with us? We probably, because Void Scent can exist on the source. I bet we can bring her back. Wire, you've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Void Scent here? But clearly, you didn't know that it could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. The main cloud of darkness is still here? He's just dead at the time, yes. Cloud of Darkness is still around. Xandi, all of them. No, because Xandi was not in the World of Darkness. I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return in contravention of the natural order. Do you remember aught out of the ordinary? A sealing magic? Like Zero's, perhaps? There are circumstances in which we're unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct void scent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet despite his greater strength, Scarmiglione managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I can bind the aether of the soul in crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I am the only one left. I am told that heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stones called Auracite. Are they and Memoria one and the same? Yeah, see, is this a special dialogue for having done, like, the Warring Triad and stuff? Auracite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast, and perhaps Memoria had different names elsewhere, but it does sound quite similar. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about this man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again. Or to entrust the task to Wyra, her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Golbez in my stead? On the terraces, to begin with, perhaps? Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. I see it's back and forth through this dungeon. Also, I hope the audio's balanced, alright? It looks like it might be a little loud. I don't know. Hermione, too, appeared surprised by Zero's power. As she says, it must be a lost art. This makes her invaluable to our cause, far more than someone who can simply communicate. So with this echo of yours, you can see into the past? Interesting. Those memories may as well be all that remains of it, though. Everything and everyone was warped by darkness. However storied it may appear, this castle is simply the product of its mistress's mind. I know what it feels like to have my essence blended with that of another. Yet tumultuous though it was only one worm's soul. To be bound to scores of others over thousands of years sounds horrible. According to your vision, Golbez recruited his champions and raised an army by offering a dragon's aether in exchange. Whatever his crusade, 'tis unconscionable to use a dragon's life force as fodder. He will answer for his deeds. I mean, if you're a dragon, yeah, it's unconscionable. If you're a Voidsent, you know, aether is aether. You're just gonna do whatever. To him, it means nothing. It's all about perspective. Alright, gotta talk to some people. Alright, these two were the most helpful. So the clever one hadn't been eaten? If no one wants it, then perhaps. This? Of course I know of him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who can't fight. And if you don't want to be eaten, then you had better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. Only keep those who are fit for battle, others must be escaped or be consumed. Wiggly wobbly. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Golbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. We're attacking other domains. The prison reputation precedes them. The tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. What do you know about Golbez? Golbez? I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees him. So, you'll visit Son Hermitag personally. It will not be easy to reach him. I love the music. But what about Fat Cat? I'm not Fat Chocobo. A big black Chocobo. Nice music. I'm sure it's like an orchestrion roll from the dungeon. A rare chance of dropping. Come on, talk. I don't want to have to read dialogue boxes. Fine. Welcome back, Wire. Were you able to learn aught of value? So Golbez is a commander, and he has legions, and they conquer people. So Countess Voidsent answered to the Archfiends, who in turn answered to Golbez, as her vision did suggest. Scarmillione's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the Archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. Zero, I would ask a favor of you. I'm determined to save my sister, Asdaya. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the ways of my world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? Surely you must desire something. Name it. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That's why I didn't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our requests. The payment need but be to your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in Aether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off this isle? I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with Aether. Excellent. Let us go and find our mount at once. Is someone watching us? Someone's watching us. Ooh. What a spy. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. Wait, hydromatic terraces. Run away. I like the music. But mount! All these void scent just chilling. Alright, Zero. Let's do it. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little aether should suffice. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go!
There it is.
Yay, talking. Oh, that looks cool. Speaking to it in void scent?
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Goodbye, Troya. That looks a lot like what Varshan looks like.
What is this place?
That's a good question.
My domain.
Aw, Zero's domain.
In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs.
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What did I see there?
So they're gonna be like, no, you can't eat them.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word.
Aw, she's doing something nice for us.
Follow me.
Aw, we are friends. Oh, are we back? I think we're back. My internet came back. Go watch this, bro. I'm in the middle of texting someone. Okay. Oh, this button. Okay. Start. Let's go. Internet went down, but not for too long. The stream is still up. So, we're back. What is currently full? I don't care if it's full, I want to play the game! Why does the internet keep going down? Stupid Comcast! Ugh. Cause it's not just the, it's not the FF servers, it's like the internet here, cause it like drops the whole thing, everything all at once. Everything, everywhere, all the time, all at once, at the same time, everything. Okay, I guess I missed the last little bit of that cutscene. So I guess I'm here now. Alright, Zero. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing Aether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. The void sense nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of Aether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Nowhere to run. I'm giving you due warning, Zero, what leave to your own devices. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We should go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I only wish to observe. Do not expect me to help. So tsundere of her. I settled. I'm ready when you are. She's gonna follow. Aw, how cute. I'll leave you to decide. How cute and tsundere of her. I don't want first person. This is her house. Let's go Zero's abode. That's my abode, but I spend hardly any time here. I turn only for meditation. Physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's Aether. You can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. There's the risk inherent in consuming another soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate. Visualize who I am, in a place all my own. Other cool, okay, check the map for cool talking points. I'm right here, waiting void sent. Whose likeness is this, you ask? The hero who will save the world. I'm waiting for the day he comes. Or was it a she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting, or why I even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know when I meet him, or her. I just have to keep waiting. Is that like Louis Swa almost? Or is that just generic hero? Kind of looks like generic hero. Ask Zero about it. Ask her at the plaza. This is the heart of my domain.